छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of the Gay Nerds podcast. Today, I decided, since I am off, I went and visited my old stomping grounds in Plattsburgh, New York, which is about half an hour away, or maybe about 30 miles away from where I live. I'm actually at my ex-partner's, and I thought, since he's up in the attic, taking insulation out, I thought I would do the opposite of him and talk and do a podcast. So today is Thursday something, February 4th, I want to say, which he's getting a phone call now. So I'm gonna keep going through it because this is what happens when you do podcasts. Today is February the 4th, so today there's really not much going on. I don't have any projects that I've completed right now. I do have a work in progress, and I don't have anything that I want to start yet, since my hitchhiker is what I'm going to be currently working on for a while. The tea stash, there's nothing, because I don't have anything new in that, so this is going to be a very short episode. I am drinking a venti peppermint white mocha decaf so I can sleep tonight. I've been having a little bit of problems staying asleep, so I stayed over at my brother's for the last 2 nights. So the first night I stayed in bed literally till about 4 o'clock in the evening after taking my morning medication, and it just knocked me back out. Very short episode today. I was gonna have my future sister-in-law to be with me, but we decided that we were gonna watch The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1, and then I decided to start Scream Queens, which is hilarious. So today, literally, this is as far as I've gotten on my hitchhiker. I know this will block out, but the little teeth here are just curling up. So, and I also learned that I'm not knitting correctly. I am knitting the back instead of through the front, so all of my stitches are twisted, which I think is kind of cute in a way. They're like doing a little sachet kind of thing and showing off. But I am on my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 tooth out of 45-ish. I do not know. I'm calling this Gay Man Glitter Poop, and I'm partaking in the poop along, but actually this looks really gorgeous in the video. So wow, it's actually, when you're looking at it in person, it doesn't look as good, but then when you're looking at it on camera, it looks a lot better. So really pretty. Knitting on my 3s, my carbons. I'm going long cord because this is going to be really, really big. So this is for my mom's 56th birthday. She'll get it a little late since I'm not the fastest knitter in the world. And this is in my Mr. Mustache, or if you're Russian, mustache yarn it. So, love this thing. I was just given, and this actually hides in my my little swallow bag, and I was just given by my ex a Tom's bag. So I'm gonna probably use this, or I'm gonna give it away to somebody. Um, Other than that, everything's doing pretty good. Uh, Winter camp is going good. I think I've got like 68, 69 points roughly. Shout outs. I don't have any this month. I'm not a little prepared because this is one of those little off the cuffs because I'm notorious for not following any structure. Either I'll be recording next week or I'll be recording the week after that. I think my wife Amanda and I do want to do a podcast together, maybe a 0.5 or whatever episode. She's like one episode ahead of me on her podcast, Mandy Pinecone Crafts. Since I'm name dropping, take a look at Sticks and Twine and the Canadian Knitter podcast. Love her. I know she watches my podcast. The Cat Lady podcast. Love her too. Two Tangle Skeins. Love you girls too. I was doing a virtual knit night with Sarah from the Canadian Knitter podcast. So it was almost like I wanted to be like one of those celebrity people because I just love her to death. She's so cute. Her laugh is like Betty Rubble from the Flintstones, and she makes me giggle too when she laughs and everything. The Cat Lady podcast, can't say too much. I love her to death too. She loves the stuff that I sent her. If you watch her recent podcast, you will see the stuff that I sent her. Her little David's Tea cat steeper. She doesn't do loose tea, but now she has no reason not to. And as soon as I saw the steeper on the email, I just thought of her and Sarah from the Canadian Knitter podcast and her husband Garrett, the Knitting Jedi. He got some stuff from me, which I realized that I spent a lot of money on shipping to Canada, and I have to mail out my tea swap with the lady in Finland, and I'm having a little anxiety because it cost me $45 to ship a little over almost not even a 5-pound package to Canada. And I think, granted, the stuff in it, we declared the value less than what we said, but I was just very surprised at how expensive it is to ship to Canada. And literally I just felt like I just want to drive up to Canada and send it, but I did it, and it's going. So there's really not much going on, as you can tell by all the pauses, and I'm just dazed and confused. Did get a haircut, trimmed, shaved under what my managers at work are calling the shock absorber, which they're lucky I love them, because if I can make fun of myself, they can make fun of me as well, and I can make fun of them. So it's a lot of fun. Other than that, I think my next project, now thinking of it, is going to be another hat. One of the girls at work, I call her Virgie de la Yum Yum. She is one of my good friends. She's Dominican. Her husband's Dominican, and her mother is freaking adorable. I knitted her a slouchy hat. It's kind of rainbowy, and when she brought it home, her mom took it and just started wearing it. and I saw her, and she doesn't speak much English. And just as soon as she found out that I was the one who knitted her daughter's hat, her just whole face lit up, and she just came over, and I had to give her a hug and everything. So now I feel like I'm gonna have to knit her a hat, and she likes the fall colors, which is understandable. Oranges, yellows. So I think I have the perfect yarn, which is the Isaac Mizrahi um, skyscraper line that I knitted the last hat. I think I'm gonna do something similar, maybe another slouchy hat, which I took one slouchy hat and I created my own pattern. So if anybody knows how much you can tweak a pattern before you can make it your own, um, I would love to know that, just so that I can, if it is something, I'll just jot down the pattern and then put it up on Ravelry and maybe sell it or give it away for free, because I think the last one was free anyways, so I'm not going to sell something that I just tweaked and make it my own and then sell it. Um, if you watched my podcast, there are some advertisements before, and obviously I'm not planning on making any money from it, but if there is, any monetary value is going to be just put into a pattern, and then I'll just do a giveaway on that. Obviously, I'm not planning on making money, and this helps me just have fun because I'm a very social butterfly, and that's the way I am. My ladies, Lynn from Two Tangled Skeins, who is Toll Baby on Ravelry, said that my podcast just cuts off, so I think I'm just gonna let it record a little bit, or like a couple seconds, and then I will end it. So if you have any questions, ideas, suggestions, please let me know in the comments section. You can find me on Facebook as The Gay Knitter Podcast, Instagram. You can email me at Gay Knitter Podcast or The Gay Knitter Podcast at gmail.com. I don't have my own blog because I just don't have time for it. If you send me an email, send me something on Ravelry. If you do your own podcast as well and you friend me on Ravelry or YouTube, I will subscribe to yours as well. I do have my little list now that I don't purchase cable TV, really. I get just the cheapest package possible. I actually now watch a lot of YouTube and Netflix, and now NBC, just so I can watch Superstore. And basically, I'm going to end with that, and I'll just take a little sip of my peppermint white mocha decaf. I love these. They're so delicious, and there's no caffeine, so I can actually sleep since I'm getting rid of caffeine in my life. But again, I guess I'll end on this note. I appreciate everybody listening, watching my podcast. If you have any feedback, either negative or positive, let me know, because I do try to read everything. Obviously, I'm not a large podcast like the Canadian Knitter or Two Tangled Skeins or the Cat Lady, and I try to watch theirs quite often just so I can get some ideas. If you're a gay dyer, spinner, shop owner, and you do want to do a promo through me, let me know. Send me, and I will definitely advertise. And if you want, I'll actually also put you in the credits before that. I actually like doing because it's really cute. And I want to try to find some other ones as well. And if you have any pictures, things like that you want to send me, go right for it. If you want a shout out, send it to me. And I definitely will include it. I just want to promote as many people as possible. We are a great community and great family, so I'm just not for the gays. I also am for the straights, the family members, things like that. I'm open to everybody. I love you all. I don't hate really many people, and hate is a strong word. So other than that, just keep knitting. Knitting, knitting, knitting. Have a good night.